As part of an ongoing effort to create a more responsive and efficient extension service of the Ministry of Agriculture, extension officers of Region 3, 4, and 5 were part of an in-service training workshop over several days at the Guyana School of Agriculture's Monrepo campus. The purpose of the ongoing training is to ensure that the ministry's extension staff are capable of dealing with a wide range of agricultural-related issues, irrespective of the agency they are attached to. Speaking during an opening ceremony to mark the start of the 3 days of training, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa stressed that dedication by those tasked with the job of supporting the efforts of the nation's farmers is key to ensuring that what is taught during the training is effectively applied when engaging with farmers in the field.
For continued expansion and growth in the agriculture sector, we need a robust and coordinated extension and advisory service system that is accessible to all farmers and rural communities. And here I want to stress that at the end of your training, I hope that you can have an extension service that is most responsive to the needs of the farmer. If you want to develop this sector, if you want this sector to be robust, then you, the extension officer, have to drive it. You heard the chairman talk just now about getting things done. And if you look over the years, we have seen the Ministry of Agriculture have been one of the sectors in government that have been driving the food sector, food security, not only in our country, but today we are leading the entire region.
According to Minister Mustafa, these interventions are crucial, as it comes at a time when Guyana is not only looking to secure its own food and nutrition security, but is being looked to for help in boosting the efforts of an entire region.
We had this major responsibility was executed by another member state, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And today we are not only leading the food sector in the Caribbean, but the entire Caribbean are looking forward to Guyana for that leadership. Whilst we are looking to develop our agriculture sector, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean countries are calling on us to help them move their sector and develop their sector. So you who will be trained over a period of time, your knowledge will be necessary also to help those countries to develop their agriculture sector. A number of technical officers already visited Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, not to involve in any training, but to help those countries to develop certain sectors within the agriculture sector. So it's necessary that every extension officer has at least a basic knowledge of every subsector to be able to provide quality extension service to our farmers. And here that is very important, because if you work at the GRDB, many of you only did learn about growing of rice. You have to change that attitude, you have to change that mentality. If you are working in the agriculture sector, if you are an extension officer in GRDB, you must know what is happening at NRE. You must know what is happening at GLBA. So you can be a well-rounded extension officer. Because when you go in the field, you are not only encountering rice farmers, or cash crop farmers, or livestock farmers. Sometimes you encounter every single person. And questions will be asked, and you will have to respond to those questions. So it's very important, and I hope that the sessions that you all will be going through will take you through the various subsectors within the Ministry of Agriculture, so you can have a fairly basic knowledge what is happening and how you could approach the other sectors.
The minister disclosed that in addition to the current training that is ongoing, extension officers will be rotated through all the various agencies of his ministry, ensuring that they have a working knowledge of what it is each agency is engaged in terms of serving the nation's farmers.
But at the end of this year, when we finish here, we must know a little about fisheries and aquaculture. If you are working in the GRDB, if you are working in NARI, you must know a little bit what we are doing in the aquaculture sector, what we want to do, how we want to move the sector, how we want to build the sector as an industry in Guyana. These are the things we have to do. And as I said, as Minister of Agriculture, I can't only talk about rice. We have 13 agencies in the Ministry of Agriculture. And when I speak, I have to speak on all these agencies. And I have to know what is taking place, and what is happening, and activities that are going on in these agencies. So things like fisheries and aquaculture, I have to know, and you have to know too, because you are working in the agriculture sector. And very shortly, we will start to rotate extension officers. So you'll see movement from NARI to GRDB. You'll see movement from GRDB to fisheries. You'll see movement from fisheries to GLB. That is why I asked the acting principal CEO to work along with the staff here and the other agency heads, that we can develop a program, a module, that we can train our extension officers on a regular basis, so that when we look at it and reorganize this extension system, this extension services that we are providing, it must be effective. It must be a system where farmers depend on us and we satisfy the demands of those farmers. Sometimes you go into an area and farmers complain that they cannot see an extension officer for months. We allow you to have self-autonomy. We allow you to work by yourself, but with the understanding that you will carry out your duty. You will go to the farmers, you will meet with them, you will listen to their concerns, you will see how we can deal with it. If you can't deal with it at your level, you pass it upward and you deal with it at our level.
Among the exciting developments soon to come on stream in Guyana is the establishment of a massive tissue culture laboratory which will provide propulsion to the growth of the agriculture sector here.
The agriculture sector in this country is poised to take off big. Massive. Recently, we have had additional budgetary allocation to start the construction of the tissue culture lab. You know what that means for us? That means that we will get developed and we will have plant material by the millions now, not by 100 and 200. We have money appropriated recently in the National Assembly to rehab and extend 11 nurseries across our country. So those things you will have to drive in. We want to ensure that we have nurseries that are specialized in certain variety of plants. For example, we are working to make the Kimeri nursery specialized in citrus plants. All the citrus plants will ensure that that happens here. And things like that across the country. So you will have to ensure that you keep up with what we are doing.
Earlier this year, Minister Mustafa had launched a countrywide training program for officers of his ministry and had said that there would be several breakout training sessions aimed at aiding in government's development plans for the agriculture sector.